Yeah, in Judaism, there are different customs and symbols that it's common to see as means that protect the person, like the mezuzah that protects the person and his home, and the prayers, like the prayers that we pray, the traveler's prayer, the home blessing, the business blessing, things that are supposed to protect us. Psalms, keeping the Shabbat, that the Shabbat protects the person. And on this show, we'd like to examine whether these means really protect us, and what is it about each of these means that really does it, that protects us and our life. And I'd like to open with a question: are there really such means that protect a person from life's uncertainties, that protect him from danger and direct him to good? No more than an inner feeling that softens a person, soothes him, gives him a certain sense of security, meaning it's only something psychological. It does not influence any of the occurrences of life in any way. What am I basing this on? Mezuzá, tefillin, talit, all the different religious or non-religious forms that we can talk about, we see it all from Abraham. What did he do? What did Abraham do? He broke all of the idols, all of them, meaning all the external symbols that can influence our destiny. He broke them. This is actually the beginning of his spiritual path. Therefore, everything that a person has today, that he believes in different objects, external actions, it is all idolatry. Still, I'd like to start with the mezuzah. These are signs. There are other things about this, that what we do according to Judaism, it's not in order to give us a sense of security that if I kiss the mezuzah, everything's going to be fine. That's untrue. Why did the sages make it so for the masses? So I won't forget that I'll be more connected to Judaism and all these things, but it's not that by this I change my destiny. Not to forget what? Not to forget about connection with others, the mitzvot, the Torah, all those things that belong to the people of Israel. But that I throw a shekel into a box, into a charity box before I step on the bus so the bus won't explode, that's idolatry. Because I'm disconnected from the Creator, and by that shekel, Israeli currency, I buy a good attitude towards myself. That's gross. But depending for whom? For the masses, for the populace, we have to go down to their level nonetheless. For them it's good. It's not the matter of the shekel that he gives to someone or to something. That's not important. What's important is that by that he's connected to a system of people nonetheless, and so on. There are positive things about it. I'm not making fun of it. I'm not disregarding it. On the one hand, it's worthwhile doing. On the other hand, everything that is good on this level towards a higher level of development is considered idolatry. I want to talk about Jewish symbols. The mezuzah. I'll even say about myself as a secular person. This doesn't only apply to religious people. It was important for me when I moved to my new home to put up mezuzahs. Even my husband, he chose very special parchments, klafim, that go inside the mezuzah so that it will all be kosher and so on. And there is a sentence that says in the Midrash, a home that has a mezuzah is protected by the Creator. What is it about the mezuzah? And is there maybe something more internal about it that does protect those inside the house? No, and nothing. Not even on a deeper level? On a deeper level, of course not. But on the external level, psychologically wise, it gives a person a sense of security, a better feeling, more comfortable. What is man, all in all? You're a psychologist. You know that it's important for a person lives his life, And this way, he calms himself down, like a sedative. But that's it. If a person really wants to be protected under the upper force, he has to study the upper force, he has to be connected with the upper force, he has to know what and how does he do in order to correctly keep the desire of the upper force. It's not that what the person wants, but in accordance with the purpose of creation, the purpose of the entire system. What does he have to do? And if he'll do it, certainly he will be favorable in the eyes of the upper system, called the Creator, and this way he will promise himself a good, nice, and quick advancement. So if I understand what you're saying, there are two levels of connection. There's the fundamental level for the masses, where a person doesn't connect with anything, but he works instinctively. He's being operated from above, and he always responds instinctively, according to what comes from nature. What does it mean that he's operated from above? I don't know. I got a prick. Ouch! The prick comes from above, and my instinctive response comes from beneath, from myself. Oi! This is how we're operated all the time. So there's a system that's operating us in any given moment, at any given moment. Yes, there's an endless amount of strings pulling each and every one of us, and this is how we exist inside the system. And there's a higher level that no longer pertains to the masses, but it speaks about a connection which is a connection with the upper force. Yes. And you say that for this, there's no need for any external objects, but it's an inner process that a person goes through. Right. Still, many times I hear you say that there is a connection between all the things that exist in our world, and certainly the Jewish symbols. They have a certain root and branch, which is much deeper, but not that they work this way. That if I take a mezuzah, then there is an upper force in it. God forbid, no. But it points at a certain upper force that by the symbols of the mezuzah I can say what is the klaf, what is the writing, what is the text itself, and the way it's written, and who wrote it, and so on. By this, from this, I can learn about the source, the upper source of the mezuzah, that there is a special force in nature called mezuzah, and this force protects the home. The home is called the soul. So there is the soul, and there is the mezuzah in the soul, and this is how I learn these things, but not that it's in my house, and there's the mezuzah, and it's holy. But what it points at in the spiritual world, at the special role of the Creator, that the Creator has over the souls, that's called holy. In this world, there's nothing holy. So we learned that our home is the soul. You're saying that it actually tells us about certain parts in the spiritual world. The physical mezuzah tells us about much deeper things that exist in the spiritual world. It's only a sign. It has no connection to the spiritual world. A sign for what? A sign that if I build my soul, I build it under a special protection called mezuzah. What does it mean to build the soul? To build the soul, it means that I have to restrict my desire, put a masach screen over it, and or chozer, reflected light. What are all these things? These are corrections. And with my desire, I have to connect to at least 9 other people for us to be 10 together, a minyan, a congregation of 10, and through our correct connection, we build a soul, a home. The soul is as if a man's home. Suppose. And what is the klaf, the parchment inside the mezuzah? This parchment is against the upper white light. And what does that white light do, and how is it related to the soul? The parchment is inside the soul, the upper light. And what is its role in the spiritual system? The upper light enlivens everything. I want to put things in the right order. You can't arrange these things. You'll only get confused. We can't learn anything this way, and this approach is incorrect. It won't give you anything. Everyone will come out confused. So, can you arrange these things for us? I don't want to talk in this direction at all, because for this we have to open up many things and to gradually approach them. Okay, so maybe I'll ask the simple question. Why does it suddenly talk about a home, a mezuzah? I'm saying that all the symbols in this world are only symbols, and Abraham, he explains that he burned and broke all of these signs, these symbols. Why? Because people related upper forces to these signs. They bowed to them. I can't turn to the mezuzah, kiss it, and say, I kiss it, because there is an upper force in it, and now the upper force is protecting me, thanks to the fact that I bought it and that I'm kissing it now. There are people that say that kissing the mezuzah is idolatry, right? So my question isn't even about that. My question is simple. As a Jew, I'm commanded to put up a mezuzah on my doorpost. Why? In order for you to have a sign for all the spiritual actions that are also partially related to this action called mezuzah. Take the writings of the Ari, Shara Kavanot, the Gate of Intentions, and start learning from there what a mezuzah is. In order for me to have a symbol for the spiritual actions that I have to perform, and only. These words, spiritual actions that I have to perform, what is that? These are actions of connection between people above their individual egos, where by that connection they can form a place for the revelation of the upper force, the force of bestowal, the force of love, for it to dwell among them.